Hi, Rain Life and Balance. The tipping point for me in finding balance in my life came one year when I changed or took on a new role, leadership position, where I went from leading a small group of 4 to 5 people to being responsible for 287 individuals in a department that I was not familiar with. And the department also was having some real issues. We were in the middle of a busy season. We had a turnover rate of 130%. Our metrics were failing. We were hitting none of our metrics. And we were hurting people because they were working so hard to make this happen. During the busy season, as a leader, you're just trying to hold things together. And so for the next several months, I was just there to support them, help them, do whatever I could to make their jobs easier. Once the season slowed down, then it was time for me to really get busy. I spent a lot of time interviewing people, finding out where issues started, what we might be able to do to make things happen, and every question and every meeting led to more work for me. So by the time November 20th, 1999 rolled around, I had quite a lot of projects that I needed to complete in the next month so that we could start a hiring process and get ourselves prepared for the next busy season. That happened to be a Saturday. And I looked back and found myself on that Saturday very busy, more busy than should be on my day off, with almost every hour stacked up with a lot of tasks that needed to be accomplished, needed in my view to be accomplished. I was also looking at the week of Thanksgiving. And Thanksgiving week was usually a phenomenal week for me and for my family because we would head down to a farm in Indiana for a Thanksgiving celebration that I look forward to, and usually went down there, spent the night, and so I took usually Thursday and Friday off to do that. I was looking at this week thinking, oh my goodness, I can't take that time off, right? In my mind, I'm saying, I'm too important, what I've got going on, I just can't get away. Well, that particular Saturday, I had just put dinner in the oven, and I had an hour open in my agenda before dinner would be ready because my wife was going to finish it up. So I thought, oh my, it happened to be a nice, warm for Michigan November day. I had about an hour's worth of gas left in order to use in my chainsaw, and I had some trees that needed to be cut, and then I was pulling them into the woods to have them decompose. So got out there, got all my stuff together. We happened to live on a very, very large piece of property, so I was about a quarter mile from the house where I was working. And I'm working, and the whole time I'm working, I'm thinking about all the things that were on my list, how important they were, the projects that needed to be done, and I wasn't focused on what I was doing. What happened was my chainsaw kicked back and hit me in the forehead and knocked me to the ground. Immediately, as you do in shock, I was mad. Rain, you know about chainsaw kickbacks, you know this kind of stuff. What were you thinking? How come you weren't paying attention to what was going on? Once I got myself together, I realized that there was blood coming from my face, and it was probably more than just something a Band-Aid was going to cover. So I picked up all my stuff, my chainsaw, my gas, my water, all these things, and started walking back to the house. When I got back to the garage, I put stuff neatly away, which I'm not sure why. And then went into the house and called for my wife. I was worried because my daughter was watching TV in the living room, so I put my coat over my face and went into the bathroom. And that's when I got first glance at what I did. I'd actually cut myself right across here, and it was pretty gruesome. Luckily, my wife had it all together, got a hold of the neighbors who took care of the kids and the house and the pieces that were going on there. The towel she put me to put over my face was red so that it wouldn't show the blood. She held it together, and we drove downtown to emergency. I went into emergency, had some great help there, people that were taking care of me, and several stitches inside and out later. I was heading to the drugstore to get some pain pills. At that time, I let my boss know, and I still hadn't gotten the message yet. I was thinking, oh my goodness, I couldn't take 2 days off, and now I probably shouldn't. I'm going to need to take the other 3 days off because the pain was a little excruciating, and Halloween was last month, so the look was not. It was going to turn some people off. Got home and called my boss, told him what was going on, and said, hey, you know what, I've got all my projects. They're neatly in a box on my desk. If he could bring those over on Monday, I could look at them. My one eye was actually shut from the swelling, but I could look at them with my other eye and start working, so it wouldn't be a total wasted week. When he showed up on Monday and gave me the box, I started sorting out those items, and that's when it hit me. What hit me was there was not one thing in that box that was more important than me focusing in on what I was doing Saturday with my chainsaw. The reason I wasn't, because I wasn't in balance. I wasn't present to where I was. I wasn't focused in on what I was doing. That's one of the benefits that balance brings us, is that we're present wherever we're at. The other benefits are stress reduction, we're healthier, we're happier, we're more productive. But that was the one that hit me. From then on in, I made a real mission to focus in on the tools I knew on how to get to more balance in my life.